Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, September 21st, 2012. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. Today will be the last day that we can use the U contract. You'll have to roll this over to the Z contract soon. Right now we do have the U contract trading higher by about 4.5 points. So a decent little pop in the market to start the day. Today's expected to be more of a light volume day. You don't have all that much going on. Fridays usually have a tendency to die out after the first couple of hours. It is also options expiration. This is a quadruple witching, which means everything under the sun is expiring today. So you want to be a little bit on the cautious side for the most part. But right now you do have futures trading higher, and we'll respect that. Now normally when the futures are higher, what happens? That usually means that the US dollar index is lower. You'll see I have the Z contract up here for the dollar, and you can see the dollar has made a nice little push, I guess since around 4:30 in the morning, but it is starting to pull back a little bit. But the dollar has come off its lows. If the dollar can catch a bid, that may put some pressure on the market. Overall, this week has been not such a great week for the overall markets, but the dollar has rebounded a little bit, at least over the last 4 days. And if the dollar can muster a little bit of strength, it should keep the markets in check this week from a further advance. Let's take a look at gold and oil. First, we'll start off with gold. Gold this morning is trading higher by about 9 points to $1,779 an ounce. When the dollar is down, gold will catch a bid, and today gold is jumping a little bit. Let's take a look at the GLD here. You'll see the GLD trading at 172.28. That is a new closing high, or a new high, I should say, at least this morning. So 172.35 is where gold is trading today. Yesterday it finished at 171.47. So gold is advancing, GLD is advancing, and again it is a weaker dollar that is moving that advance. Gold is held up very, very well, has not pulled back at all, and it can go higher if that dollar is weaker today. Let's take a look at light sweet crude. Light sweet crude this morning is trading higher by $1.01. Again, that's just all about when light sweet crude trades higher. That is just all about the dollar being weaker. Light sweet crude right now is trading at $93.46 a barrel. So a pretty decent move for light sweet crude. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good little barometer for light sweet crude. You can see that is trading higher as well to $34.69. So a decent little pop there on light sweet crude. Nice little advance there. And again, it's all about the dollar. The dollar is weaker today. Crude oil is a little bit stronger. If the dollar falls further later today, expect crude to advance a little bit more. Expect gold to advance a little bit more. The same case can be made for silver and possibly even copper. So you have to watch that going forward. Now there are some stocks out here that are moving, but nothing huge. First off, I just want to say that BlackBerry has lost service in Europe, but it looks like it has been restored. So Research in Motion was taking a little bit of a hit this morning, but how low can the stock go? It's already down at $6.80. I suppose it can go lower, but it's just a beaten up name. Apple Computer is releasing its iPhone 5 today. The stock is getting a pop this morning. We'll see when that chart symbol pops up in just a moment. There we go. You're trading right now at around the 704 level. So Apple's getting a little bit of a bid. To be honest, though, I do not see great strength in Apple right now, and traders should be aware of that. Despite all the news and all the hype and iPhone 55 and everything else, I do not see a lot of strength in this stock. So be a little bit on the cautious side with it at the moment. There's another stock moving today, VIVUS, another biotech. VVUS is getting hit a little bit. The stock is trading lower. It closed yesterday at $23.72. Today it's trading at $21. The stock will have some support probably around the $19.75, maybe $20 area. But I'd be real careful with this. If this thing starts to accelerate on the downside and breaks that level, this is not going to be a pretty chart. Ultimately, the next big support level I see for it is probably going to be around the 15.5 level. So Be a little bit careful with this Vivus right here, but it does have the support at the daily chart double bottom, which I guess is around 1975. But after that, this stock actually can trade a lot lower, down to the 1550 level. So I think traders want to be aware of that. I'm seeing 1876 as a little bit of support as well. But this is a fairly strong gap if it starts to accelerate to the downside. And the downside target, if this thing were to play out, would be around $15.50. So you want to be a little bit on the cautious side with it. 1876 will be a little bit of support. And also, as I mentioned, the first line of support would be the double bottom on the daily chart, which is around 1975, maybe 20 bucks. The other one I did see today was Oracle. Oracle was in the news, reported earnings. I can't make too much out of it. The stock is getting a little bit of a bid, 32.87. I don't see a ton of strength here until it can close above 33 bucks with some conviction. Then it would show strength to me. But right now, I think the stock is overdone. I just don't see a lot more upside here in Oracle. Let me just see what else I have here on my list. Yeah, there were a few other names, but no real movers today. It is a Friday, a little bit of a slower session. TIBX is another one. Okay, let's see what that there is. Here, TIBCO Software. This one had a big gap down after the close yesterday, but it has rallied back. So again, watch for support if this thing does start to sell off again around the 28.25, 28.20 level. Maybe it's even $28. TIBCO will have support there, but it's already rallied back in the pre-market. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but you want to watch that $28 area for support. Next level would be 27 bucks. After that would be down to the 26 level and then 25. So it's pretty easy. Basically every dollar lower, beginning with support around 28 bucks. So that's all I'm seeing today. It is a Friday, a little bit on the slower side. We'll see how this market plays out going forward, but you have a little bit of inflation going on today with crude oil getting a nice little pop. You also have gold getting a pop, and the dollar is on the weaker side. So as long as that remains the case, markets are likely to hold steady. It is a Friday. We normally look for a flat trading session on Fridays. I don't really look for any real surprises. It is quadruple witching expiration, so contract rollovers will take place in just about everything, especially in the futures market into next month, into Monday. The other thing you want to remember is after the first 2 hours of today, the volume will usually die out and the markets will go sideways until the end of the day. At the end of the day, there could be some reshuffling in the indexes. That usually happens around quadruple witching, so we'll see how that plays out. But other than that, it should be a light volume trading session overall. With that said, everybody, I'd like to wish you all a great morning and have a great day and have a great weekend. We'll see you back on the charts on Monday. Take care, everybody. God bless.